Hello everyone and welcome to another podcast episode on M&D Fantasy Corner. I'm Duncan and with me as always is my friend Momo.
Hello everybody. We kinda have to apologize that we missed last week episode. It's kinda my fault. It's hectic situation because I had to go to different country and connection here is not great. We hope that we will not miss another episode, but if that happen again, I just wanna apologize in advance.
Do you know what was the worst to me of all of those things? It's not that we missed episode. I mean, yes, I'm sad that we missed episode, but to me, the worst part is actually that I cannot read anymore, and I really want to read Stormlight.
Yes, I can imagine that, man, especially after this episode, because a lot of shit happened and couple of things that you probably didn't expect happened here.
Man, I have such a some theories going on. I cannot wait to shoot you these things.
Okay, shall we dive right in?
Yes, but also before that I just want to say a couple of things. First of all, I want to apologize. I made a mistake in last episode. I said that one of those heralds had blue skin, and I was wrong. He was actually... I went and read, of course, that prologue. He was Azish, and the other man kinda looked like Aletti, so they both kinda have darkish skin. One of them have birthmark. So, once again, none of them has blue skin. And second thing that I want to say is that I already started making preparation for special episode. And I've already wrote top 5 moments from Way of Kings. So you will also, when you have time, you will need to prepare your own top 5 moments from that book.
Okay, apparently you were busy, little bee.
Man, 2 weeks. I couldn't read. I had to obsess with something.
I understand you, man. I have to say that I applaud your restraint.
Okay, so then, do we start with Shallan? Because she has the most here.
Yes, this is what we are planning. We are planning to do till, I don't know, chapter I think 12, and then we do 3 interludes, and I think in those interludes there is most to talk about in this episode. But didn't you see in one of these chapters? I forgot exactly when because I read this like 1 week ago and we didn't have time to record episode. Don't you remember that there was part where her father was trying to help her, and there was blood somewhere?
Yes.
And whose body was there?
Her mother also, but there was, I assume, more bodies than one.
Yes, but it's very important to notice that there was female, her mother, and one male body. And that male body was bleeding, but her mother died and she wasn't bleeding. What does that tell you first?
Not much, to be honest.
Burned eyes, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
And what more does she say? She said that her father's strongbox was glowing brightly, and there was something locked inside of it.
So I assume maybe the spheres?
Spheres don't glow outside, in the strongbox.
Yeah, so that's completely, I don't know, that's weird to me.
I honestly think that, that was the pattern.
Oh, so that was the moment you think?
Yes, I think that he is with her for a long time.
Okay.
And what else did you figure out? What happened with her mother?
I don't know, man, that full scene was very weird and vague to me. Like, her father was singing, he was carrying her, and Shallan was kinda lost. Like, she was half not understanding what's going on.
Can you venture a guess what happened there? Her father was trying to console her, and she was thinking that she did something horrible, and she don't wanna remember this. What does this imply?
There is a possibility, obviously, that she did this murderings, but I'm not sure.
Okay, that's a decent guess.
Okay, but there's now a part. Shall I jump to other part? I have a million of questions here so that you can confirm or deny these things. So, before Yasna, I wanna put quotes, but I cannot show you guys. Dies. before Yasna dies, because
So
I have no clue.
wait. You don't believe that Yasna died?
Man, this scene felt so much like Gandalf disappearing to me. Like, there is no way that Brandon would write that like this. Like, why would he write that her body disappeared?
You are so fucking meticulous and careful. Nothing can, you are fucking nerd, I swear.
This was way too easy, to be honest.
But what do you think? Can you venture a guess? What do you think happened with Yasna? I will not say anything. I just wanna hear what you think.
Oh, to be honest, I didn't think about it. I just feel that she didn't die. Like there is possibility that she used Shadesmar. But, I don't know what her level of control is. Can she, maybe not world hop, but can she teleport herself through that? I have no idea. But, to me, I feel that she didn't die. Because why would he wrote it so in such a way, like such a detail. Her body disappeared. So
Yes,
I don't know, to me that felt fishy.
Yeah, you were right to quote on that, let's call it fishiness, but I will not say anything to you about it more.
Okay, but here are the questions, which, obviously I'm a nerd. These questions will be nerdy for most people, but I have to shoot them. Yeah, before she disappeared, she said that she should focus on illumination and not soul casting. So here's the question. How Yasna knows what surges belong to Shallan's order? Like, did she read it from some books or?
Because she was reading from books, and this Spren of Shallan gave enough. Actually, he said that he's cryptic, and Yasna read. Actually, it is even said what is the name of Shallan order in one of these chapters.
Oh, so the light weavers are.
Yes.
I'm a little bit, just tiny little bit disappointed that order name is light weavers.
But you kinda already saw like some of her powers. Did you saw when she was like sitting that, I don't know, that ship, like there was garden on it?
That's one of the examples of using this illumination, but there was even better one.
What? Which one?
When she tricked those murderers.
Oh, yes. And I already told you that not all Night Radiant orders were fighters. Like, for example, what would you feel? She's like making illusions, deceptions. Her order, like, when I was reading at this time, would be perfect for, like, spying, infiltration, maybe even assassination.
You can definitely connect with that, and I was actually surprised how different she is from Kaladin's order, but at the same time extremely destructive. I mean, okay, forget about illumination, because that's cool, but forget about that. But she freaking sunk the ship, man. That's so destructive.
Man, that's the second part of her abilities. That is the part that Yasna has. That is that surge. That is, that is actually soul casting, man.
Yeah, but what I want to say is that this order is, it's so different, but at the same time is extremely destructive.
Man, every order is destructive in their own way.
I cannot wait, man, to learn more about these orders. I don't know why this, but are we sure that she is Lightweaver? Because other order also can have illumination. Actually, one of the orders also have illumination.
Yes, but that other order definitely cannot soul cast. Only Yasna's order and Shallan order can soul cast.
I don't know, I wanted her order to have some kind of blood name, not like light weaving.
Man,
I don't know
sorry,
why.
I will contact Brandon ASAP and tell him that you are unsatisfied, that there is no blood in light weavers.
Okay. But yeah, also that was really to me interesting because I don't know. For example, object can have different colors depending on wavelengths and frequency of light. Some of the lights will reflect, some of the light will be absorbed. And depending on which one you absorb and which one you reflect, the objects have color. So apparently these light weavers, they have the ability to change this, to change colors of stuff, to change how they appear to our eyes. And that's based on real physics, man.
Yes, you dived again too deep into that. Maybe you are right. I never thought about it like that, but it's simply, that's one of her abilities, man.
Man, I'm getting so much, like, to me, like, how much this Brandon Sanderson knows. Like, so far we saw that he's really a lot into physics and some other also sciences. Like, did he read like million books or something?
I know, but I already told you that, in general, he's doing that very, very hard magic systems, and he's basing them. He's not based, maybe he's even basing them, but they really do feel like exact science, his magic systems.
Yeah, I mean, as a nerd, actually, I don't know, I really appreciate these little things.
Yes, and even in, I think, one of the next chapters that we will cover in this episode, when those guys are testing Kaladin's ability, you can actually quantify everything that he does. How long, his powers will last. How, for example, if he's sticking something to the wall, how long it will last. It does the size of the object that he's sticking, does that influence timing? Everything is precise.
Yeah, I mean, to me this is simply amazing. I don't know. I hope that other people also appreciate these things.
Yeah, I think they do, man. And another very, very important thing that you probably missed about Shadesmar. Do you remember when she first time soul casted? When she entered, Shadesmar, Shallan?
Yes, I think I remember.
What happened?
Oh, do you mean about if you are on the solid, you will be...
Yes.
You will be... it's like reversed.
Yes, it switched. And that is why, for example, when she entered, even Jasna, when she in prologue, when she entered Shadesmar, she almost drowned in that sea of beads. Same happened to Shallan, but this time when she entered Shadesmar, because she was at sea, she was transported at solid ground in Shadesmar.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that. Okay, so Kaladin part, I think Syl said, and this confused me just a tiny bit. I think she mentioned something that Stormfather forbids friends to come here.
Yes, but, not all Sprens. Let's just say that Stormfather, let's just put it this way, that Stormfather is leader of specific type of Spren.
Okay, now I'm completely confused. I'm so confused.
It's easy. What is Syl type?
Honor, of course.
He is leader of Honor Sprens.
Yeah, but okay, so here's my question. Then is there leader for every type of Spren?
Probably.
Oh.
And not only that, man, they, I think it was even mentioned, maybe here, or maybe I'm spoiling it, that, in Shadesmar, these Sprens are like humans. They have society, they have culture, they have, like, hierarchy, everything. And, Syl say that she is the only Honor Spren who came. But as you remember, when Jasna, in Jasna prologue, that there were many those black inky Sprens watching her. You also remember that there were many Sprens watching Shallan. So only Honor Sprens are kinda, they didn't send, actually Syl kinda went on her own.
Okay, so I have a follow-up question based on this. Do Spren exist in other planets, like for example in Mistborn planet?
No. Man, this is very complicated thing, because to be honest, maybe some people are sure, maybe some people know, but I didn't read this too much to know exactly, but I'm not sure if these Sprens are influence of these three shards that are on this planet, or that they were here before. Anyway, Anything else that you wanna talk about?
Well, nothing. Also, to me it was also again cool how Kaladin was training, and I swear to you, to me it feels like, for example, Zed is level 50 Windrunner, and Kaladin is like level 2. Like he's learning stuff that Zed kinda mastered already.
Yes, but I also wanna talk. I'm not sure. Again, man, it's fucking me that I read this like week and a half ago, and there was so much that happened that I don't remember. I'm not sure if I read it in this or in next chapters, or I don't know. But there was a moment when it was pointed out. I think it actually was in Parshendi point of view in that interlude. Something about Set and his blade.
I mean, we already kinda said that that sword belonged to Jazrian, so I don't know what is.
This is exactly what he say. The human have surge binders, perhaps not. It could have been honor blade. So that this would, what would this imply to you? For example, Seth can use Windrunner abilities, and I already told you that he is not Windrunner.
So if he is using sword of the person who is like the main guy of Windrunners, he gained those powers.
Yes, exactly. I think that there are enough informations now. I think you actually you figured it out even before, but now there is definitely enough information to get this.
Yeah, definitely. I guess we can go to interludes.
So we do Parshendi first because that is for me at least most fascinating one, probably for you too.
Okay, do you wanna start or?
You go, man. I wanna hear what you think about this.
Okay, so first of all, I want to congratulate you on your restraint to spoiler me anything, because as I was reading this interlude, my mind was blown away. Because even in my wildest dreams, I couldn't have imagined this structure. And I remember you giving me hints, trying to lure me into this, but I just couldn't, man. I couldn't even imagine how complex, because it's weird, man. These Parshendis are weird, but they are complex. Like I said, even in my wildest dreams, I could not imagine this society and how it works.
It was really painful to me, because they are very fascinating. And I couldn't say nothing because every piece of information would be too much. But you figure out that they have forms.
Yeah, now I know they have forms. Now pretty much almost everything about it makes sense. I swear to you, man, before I thought that you are bullshitting to me. I thought that, Brandon Sanderson is not gonna write it in a cool way, that it's gonna be some sort of bullshit. And after I read this, oh, what a fool I was, man. Everything makes sense, man. And everything is, I don't know, it's really cool.
But here is the very important thing to notice. They claim that they used to have like 1,000 forms. And now they only have 5 of them. Or 6, I think, counting what they call dull form. And can you guess who they are calling dull form?
For example, Shen is dull form. He gotta be. Those are the spies. I think here is even said. They put spies. And there is also that form that is kinda like null form. I think they called it something like that. And that's different from dull form.
Yes, but exactly, because that null form, actually absence of form is parshmen. Those are those slaves. But dull form is very, very similar to that form.
Yeah, and so that kinda allowed them to infiltrate with spies.
Yes, and there are mention of spies in Navani's those journals all the time here. So it's fair to figure out for you that Shen is probably a spy.
Of course, now it makes complete sense.
Exactly.
Because he shows the sign that he is not like completely null. Like I don't know, those null forms as they were described, if you leave them on their own, they will just sit there and do nothing. Like they are almost like empty vessel. But dual forms are not. And Shen also showed like a lot of emotions in this little time that we kinda interacted with him.
Here's my question, man. Those null forms, can they change?
I'd assume, of course, that they can.
I know, that is question for future. But it's also very important to notice that not only their physique change when they use certain forms, but also like their way of thinking and their behavior change. Like they are more aggressive when they are in war form. When they are in mate form, they are like like morons who just wanna fuck. You probably noticed that also.
Of course, I noticed that, but I have million spoilery kind of questions here.
Shoot, and I will try not to be idiot.
Okay, so there is event here that happened. They call them the Last Legion or something like that. And that is the moment when they decided to abandon these forms and strengthen their connection with their god in order to regain their freedom, because apparently they were forced to be the form that is necessary for, I assume, this god of theirs.
Yes.
So, like, I don't know how much I want to delve into this, but they are creatures of wind bringing. But aren't they supposed to like why are they? This was the move of somebody who have conscience, of somebody who wanna do good things, or not.
I really cannot dive into this right now because I don't know how without spoilers. But also another very good, you probably noticed it, but I have to mention it, how their forms work. Did you get that?
Can you give me more specific question to that?
Okay, here's the hint. What they call slave form, and that is those parchments. They call it the form with no spren.
Oh, so it's connected to sprens.
Yes, each of their forms is different spren, and it's even said that this Venli is like sister of a Shonai, who by the way is very important character for future. You need to pay close attention to her. She's like a Shonai doesn't agree with her way of trapping sprens to discover new forms. A Shonai say that right way is you sing and lure those sprens. And second hint is that she's forcing her soldiers to fucking draw, trying to lure in those inspiration, I think, sprens. Those sprens that are always around Shallan.
Yeah, but apparently they don't know how to draw.
Oh man, apparently they draw like me.
Yeah, like me too. So their forms are very connected to sprens.
Exactly. But not in a way that, for example, Kaladin and Night Radiance are connected with sprens.
Yeah, I get it.
Another very important thing, man. It is here given explanation why they actually order assassination of Gavilar.
Okay, but before you go there, I'm just gonna tell you that I'm still very blank to that. Like, I understand that what he wanted to do is somehow rekindle their connection with their god or something. Something to do with their god, but yes, I don't know how.
Here is the thing, man. Just remember a couple of episodes ago that they call their gods. I think in that, when Shallan was reading from Yasna journal about Gavilar expedition to Shattered Plains, that those Parshendi were speaking about their horrible gods.
Yeah, but like I see that they are dreading their god, but like I cannot connect it fully, completely. I simply cannot connect.
You cannot connect it, but it's just important that Gavilar had some plan that he wanted to put in action that would bring their gods back.
So Gavilar is even more insane than I thought. Because I thought, honestly, man, I thought that Gavilar wanted to do something that would be really bad, but he didn't even had idea that he was doing something bad. Because how could he have enough knowledge to know about Voidbringers, about them? And then second question is, if he knew what he was doing, then is he like evil? Why would he bring those gods? That doesn't make sense to me. So either he was ignorant partially, or he's really bad dude?
He's I don't know, I will not say that he's good guy, but he wasn't some evil dude who wanted, he thought that if those terrible, on quotation, gods return, that somebody else will return.
So he was partially misguided.
Man, he was very wrong. Because, he was expecting that you can probably figure this out. With those horrible gods, if they return, that somebody else will return. But what he didn't know, that those that he was hoping will return with those horrible gods were already here all the fucking time. Except one of them.
Okay, that makes sense.
Can you guess who?
Man, of course I can guess, but let's not go there because some people don't want it to be revealed.
Okay, man, but this is, I kinda, ruined it for everybody.
Man, 99% of people who watch this know what you are talking about.
Yes, exactly.
Including me. But okay, then here's a question that you probably will not know, but here's the question for example, Gavin or some people who are kinda more on the detail side. This city, Narak, it's almost like not city, it's kinda ruins of some old city. It kinda reminded me of that Feverstone Keep from the Dalinar's vision. Not too much, but slightly. So is it possible that is the city?
I really don't think so. But I'm not sure. I think it was even mentioned exactly which city it was before.
They call it Narak here, but I was wondering if it was that city from vision.
Here is the thing: Narak in Parshendi language mean exile, and they named it exile because this is the place where they had come to be separated from their gods.
Yeah.
And it's also, you need to notice that they are losing this war badly, man. They are desperate.
Yeah, they are kind of, but to me, what was said about Parshendis is that they are so torn between humans and between, possibility that they will connect again with their gods, and there is no winning situation for them. Like, if they become humans, will exterminate them. And in order to defend themselves, they have to connect with storm sprans. They call it storm spran. But if they do that, there is possibility they will connect with the gods. So whatever they do, apparently they are going back to their doom situation.
We will see. We will see, man.
Okay. Okay. There's another little sentence here that kind of spiked my interest. They consider Spren joining humans again. They consider that betrayal. And so, I don't know, like, there's wild. My mind started wondering about something wild. If they call that betrayal, and we remember before how Radiance betrayed humans by abandoning everything. So was that betrayal connected to Parshendis? Was that connected maybe to like enslaving Parshendis?
Man, I cannot. This is the talk for the end of book 3.
Okay, then I got pretty. Oh yeah, I also like the Shonai so much because again, guys, I had no idea how Parshendis are, how they will be, but she's like person. She's adventurer. She has inclination. She has desire to explore. Like I was so shallow when it comes to Parshendis, and they are so complex. I'm actually super happy that they are like this. Again, I know that I'm kinda cheery about them, but I don't know, what can I tell you guys? I'm happy about them.
Yeah, I like when that there is, like, they were enemies basically. They were bad guys up until this point. And this is the first time where you see that they are just, just another, they are not humans, but they are like humans. And they have their own problems, and they are not the bad guys at all, basically.
And that's exactly what I want in my books. I want complexity. I don't want, protagonists, antagonists that are so clear. I want, I want to be confused. I want to not know who to root for. And these Parshendis, they flipped me so much here. I love it.
Yes, man, I knew that you would enjoy in this interlude. But
I cannot believe that you didn't spoiler me. I still cannot believe that you didn't spoiler me this.
Man, it was hard. I spoiled too so much that I kind of felt guilty, man.
Congratulations on this, I swear. But I don't know, I got nothing else from her.
Yeah, we can dive to this chapter. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Okay, so I was super happy about Parshendis, and I cannot even describe you how sad I was with this interlude. Because here I am thinking, oh my god, there is another order, and I'm gonna learn about this order. I'm gonna fill it in my, little Radiance spreadsheet. And then he dies. And I'm like, oh my god, why are you doing this to me, Brandon? Why? Why couldn't you at least tell me their name?
But here's the question, man, for you. Who killed him and why?
So here is where reading that prologue came in handy. Because that guy is for sure one of those heralds from prologue. Because how many people can have some white birthmark on their, face?
Exactly.
And then
But
here
why?
I have also a million questions which I assume they are all spoilers. So why would he kill a guy who did something bad 40 years ago? There is no way that this herald... Oh, unless this herald is actually the main guy of his order.
Man, every herald is main guy of his order. You mean of this guy order? No, not no. But here, let me ask you a question. You are asking why would this herald kill this future Knight Radiant? But
Yes.
connect this with this Parshendi prologue. When they are speaking, if Knights Radiance are coming back, then that means that our terrible gods are coming back also.
Oh, okay, I connected it, but then to me it feels a little bit stupid. Or maybe I didn't connect it correctly.
What did you connect? Tell me.
Well, I connected that this herald is killing Radiance because he don't want those gods to return.
Yes, he thinks,
And that would be...
if, I will not say that if he's right or wrong, he's wrong, but I will not say
he's wrong.
I know, man.
What do you mean if he's wrong? There are Radiants popping around everywhere. So
yes,
it's clear that desolation is coming.
Here is the thing, man. What the fuck is deal with heralds? Every herald that we met so far is what? It's fucking crazy.
Okay, it's crazy, but this guy is not crazy. This guy is kinda stupid. Because this was very stupid thing to do, in my
Trust
opinion.
me, man. Trust me. These guys are crazy. And this guy is maybe craziest of them all.
Okay.
Maybe not, but he's crazy as shit. And he's thinking. He's deluded. But he's thinking, man, same way as Parshendi. If those Knight Radiants are coming back, then that means that whoever they are needed to fight against will come back. And he's trying in his own fucking fucked up way to stop that. And he's thinking if he kill all Radiants, that will stop those old gods from returning. But what is important to notice, man, that he just doesn't go around and kill people.
So
did you notice?
At least, of course, yes, but so is he at least killing people that he thinks deserve some kind of punishment?
Man, this guy clearly didn't deserve punishment.
Yeah,
but man,
he find...
Yes, but even then he didn't deserve, man. He killed man it was fucking accident.
Then what am I not getting here?
Man, that this herald is all about one virtue.
Truth.
Justice. Yes, but harsh justice. And he say I had to look very hard to discover something that you done wrong. And this pretty much means that everybody in their life did something wrong. So this guy will try to find reason, where you made some mistake and kill you for it. But he's about justice.
So now I know which one he is, on where he belongs. That's one thing, so at least I learned something. This slipped me, so thank you for that. But here's the second thing that I learned from all this. Remember how in one of the previous episodes I said how Telenor was coolest herald to me, by far?
Yes?
Okay, now I'm 100% sure that he is coolest by far. It's not even close. Man, these other heralds, they are such a dummies. I don't know.
Man,
Like, what
he's
the
not
hell?
dummy, he's fucking, they are all broken, man.
Okay, so shall we go with Risen?
Yes.
I don't know, again, I was kinda surprised by these Reshis. They are living on some giant. I don't even know what they are. Some giant creatures that are kinda
Greychels.
like. Yeah, Greychels. Are they like some turtles? Or some different
Yeah,
type of shells?
they are just fucking enormous. And they are moving and they are fighting each other.
And sometimes they are not fighting.
Sometimes they are not. And these people, man, if their Greychels are fighting, they fight too. Let's go.
I cannot imagine myself ever wanting to live here. It's kinda crazy, I don't know.
Yes, man, but they don't have any, responsibility. They are just chilling and they do what their god do. This, giant Greychel.
Oh, but there's another thing here, and I'm 99% sure that Amian here was Axis that we met before.
Yes.
Because he suspiciously knew a lot about sprints, and he was, he came here willingly.
I will not, speak too much about it. But, just important that, her master, overcalculated, man. He wanted to give her a lesson and, it backfired badly, man. She's fucking crippled now.
But is she another type of Radiant? I'm almost 100% sure she is.
No, she's not.
Really?
So far, no, she's not.
But that Kremling with wing that's kinda tiny and suspiciously similar size to Syl.
No, man, this is creature. It's, it's called Larkin. And they feed on Stormlight. And they are, very rare. But, there are even, corpses of them. Bones of them. And, did you ever see Spren that, leave corpse?
No, I guess I was wrong.
But these Larkins, I think that I suspect that this Risen, she's mentioned in book 3 also. I really suspect that she will be, that she is important. But I still don't understand, how, in what way. Because Brandon is giving her not a lot of screen time, but enough screen time to warrant some type of story for her in future. And so far, there wasn't some big story about her.
I don't know, to me it felt like that was Spren. It had silver eyes, it had wings, it was Kremling looking like it was floating around and it was looking at her.
Yes, man, but let me ask you this. Can you catch a Spren in your hand? Sprens are not physical, man, and this Larkin is physical.
Okay, then I guess I got nothing much else here.
We probably missed something because I really read this long time ago and I probably forget some details, but I think we got most of them. So, I really hope you guys will enjoy it. I hope we will not again miss episode and I hope we see you next week.